Well, hey, welcome back to our discussion on seasonal work. So, in the example I gave about the snow removal, obviously that was very specific. But what I will say, if that is something that interests you, here's some traits to tell or to give you a clue that you would enjoy something in that realm of work. Do you like driving? Uh, a lot of people loathe being tied to a desk. They like working with their hands and they enjoy the machines that go along with the snow removal piece of it and putting the chains on the tires. And a lot of people truly like winter. I like winter now that I live in the South because we don't get as much snow and it's not as cold. So I have a love for the winter season because I'm not in the north. So it's just things like that to think of when you're thinking about seasonal work. So another, and I do have notes here because there were a couple that I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on. So we all know that virtual learning did not work well for all students. So if you are an educator, becoming a private tutor could be something that is seasonal for you during the summer months. And I say this because our children suffered over the past few years. So getting them back up to speed with the hopes that we will be going back to school in person in September 2022. I know that's some ways out, but as children and families are preparing for a new level of normalcy, utilizing your skills as an educator to help families get their children back up to speed and prepared for that upcoming school year. That's something that can be done seasonal probably for a while. We'll feel the ripple effect of the virtual learning for some time. So there are ways you can leverage the season for that. Or if you want to help students like when they get ready to take their tests, depending on your state or what have you, in the springtime is where I remember we took them. And when my son was in school, he's a young adult now, so I may be off on timelines, but to help children get prepared for their state tests, that's a good way to use your talent in the seasonal space as well. And so I want to talk about stylists because there are so many different types of stylists. So stylists can work with like home decorations, clothing and fashion, hairstylists, makeup artists. But there are specific events that are really hot. So, of course, like with school, as we return to a new level of normalcy, homecoming and prom, Christmas parties may be something that we see more of in year 22, summer picnics and things like that. So, events that people are just excited to dress up for. As a stylist, you can use the season that is specific to that particular event, like homecoming or prom or wedding season is big in the summertime. So, that's another idea too. And another thing to have as a side note are holiday decorations. So, like for me, I enjoy decorating my house for the holidays. Um, is that something that you can do, like at a store, with helping them purchase their holiday or as a buyer, help the buyer pick out what's on trend for their for the upcoming seasons, right? So I think because of the past few years to bring us back in, there's going to be a lot of opportunities that we just didn't have before. And if you're one that's a free spirit who's creative, or if you're a free spirit who likes to work with your hands, i.e., snow removal and fixing potholes and landscaping, even that's really big in the South because we have summer a lot longer in the southern states. Leverage those skill sets now. Obviously, I'm not a SME in those areas, but what I would say to get started, if you're like, I don't even know where to start, if it's something that you would need to work with your state on, absolutely reach out to your state, like for the snow removal or working with MoDOT or TxDOT or whoever. You definitely start there and learn if there's special licenses you need, especially with the private tutoring. You may just want to start with putting a local ad at your grocery store or online. I guess not at the grocery store. That is, wow, I'm almost telling my age. But if you want to put like an online advertisement, there's a lot you can do to get your brand out there to see what works for you. What I'm most excited about where we are now is that it feels like after being in a cocoon, we actually are in a place now where the sky's the limit and we can pick and choose what we do. And this is a great time to see if the season motivates us for certain things. And I'm very much in touch with the season. So that's why I thought seasonal work and how to make that a full time income or how to build on your full time income, to give back or to do whatever it is you need in your life with that talent or that choice, because we all have choices, right? So as I close up, we will go ahead and stop with this discussion here. Leave me some comments and let me know if seasonal work is something that interests you and what type of seasonal work or what is it about the seasons that motivates you. I will always go on record saying that fall is my favorite season. So if I wanted to run in or leverage that talent, I could help people pick out fall decorations for their house or help people pick out their fall wardrobe or all their wardrobe really. But fall is just the one that I'm the most lit up about. What colors and what textures. Nothing's really new in the fashion industry, but there are different ways to put it together. So that's what inspires me about the seasons and those cooler months now that I'm in the South again. So as always, I appreciate you checking out this video. Our next video is probably going to be about corporate America or a trade business. And just on a quirky note, trucking has always been something that just excites me. Not for me to do because I'm terrified of them on the highway. However, I actually have truckers that I follow on YouTube because their work, I have so much respect for their work. And I'll say this, there's not an industry that I don't have respect for because we all show up with our piece, our talent, our gift to make this world beautiful. How amazing is that? So I might even do something about truckers and like, because there are truckers who really say, hey, if you're interested in trucking, reach out to me. So we may even do one as a wild side note for me on trucking. So be on the lookout for those videos. They'll probably be dropping like every couple of days or so. And so as we close, hit the thumbs up if you've enjoyed this discussion. Leave me comments about some ideas you may have. And to our new subscribers, again, welcome. And to my subscribers who've been with me since day one, it's always good to see you. And for those who are returning viewers, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you can get the pop-up on YouTube's homepage whenever I load a video. And last but not least, be safe, and I will see you very soon.